Sajjad Karim, Conservative MEP for the northwest of the UK. Interesting times in the European Parliament at present. This Monday in Strasbourg they will be announcing, to the best of my knowledge, the actual funding allocation for the various political groups. Obviously a number of political groups have come into existence recently, not least of which the one that Janice Atkinson joined, Janice Atkinson formerly of UKIP. Not only did she join it, it's my understanding that she may have even brought it into being by joining the group of Marine Le Pen's. What do you think about this?
Well, the points that you are raising are absolutely in need of clarification by Janice Atkinson for a whole host of reasons. First of all, we know that the Front National that have been the driving force behind the establishment of this group have stated themselves publicly that it was Janice Atkinson that sealed the deal. So we need to know, from a public interest point of view, what exactly does seal the deal mean? What is the deal that she has done? We know that groups within the European Parliament are entitled to substantial amounts of money every year in order to carry out legitimate work. But we need to know in this particular case, what is the deal that she has done? It's in the public interest for her to come clean and say exactly what it is that she has done to allow for this group to become established.
EU Reporter has naturally followed up on these suggestions. We've done our own research and we've tried to get in touch with her and her press officer. Perhaps not too surprisingly, nobody's talking. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think this is a fundamental disregard for the fact that British taxpayers, European taxpayers, have every right to know quite what it is that she has done. We know already that so far as the Front National is concerned, there are big question marks over their own funding arrangements, including receipts of substantial millions of euros from Russia. So far as Janice Atkinson herself is concerned, she is currently at this moment in time under investigation for financial fraud. And therefore it is essential that she comes clean with the British taxpayer and she states exactly what deal she has done, how much money is going to be coming in as a result of that deal, and quite what she intends to do with it. To try and avoid those questions, I am afraid just simply adds to the mistrust that people have about politicians.
You speak about mistrust. I think it's fair to say that the European Parliament and the European institutions in particular, perhaps even ahead, say, of the UK institutions, are associated as being the gravy train. Are we meant to be surprised to any extent that this kind of thing is going on?
Well, the funding arrangements for groups are there in order to allow genuine work to be carried out, and all of those funds are monitored and records have to be kept for what expenditure has happened. But in this particular case, the phrase that has been used by the Front National when they themselves have question marks over their own funding arrangements from external sources, including Russia, and the other party to that deal is somebody who herself is currently being investigated for financial fraud. I think it's imperative that we should get down to quite what is that deal that has been sealed between the two of them. We need to be sure that it is absolutely in accordance with the European Parliament's funding arrangements.
There is also the fact, Sajjad, that in actually bringing this group into existence, which it appears that Janice Atkinson has been instrumental in doing, many would argue it is a far-right, racist, even fascist group. What do you think about this?
Well, it is a grouping that goes right against European values, but speaking as a Brit, and I know virtually every single Briton will rile against the fact that it is a British member of the European Parliament who has played an instrumental role in bringing about the formation of a fascist, racist, homophobic, anti-Semitic, Islamophobic grouping. And it goes right against European values, and it certainly goes right against everything that a right-thinking Briton would believe in.